Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live watch party. Thank you, everyone, for coming on in. Sebastian says, "See you later." I guess he was leaving. Melissa's here. Thank you for coming on in, Melissa. Day was going good. Excited. We launched the new channel, Cobra Kai Underground. Yep. Happy New Week. Yeah. Last week of January we're in. Kind of thrilling or scary. I don't know. Depending on how you view it. Sorry, just checking something out here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Sorry. For some reason the visuals messed up on my screen, but it looks like it's good in the broadcast. So I don't know why that is, but I guess I'll take it. Cobra Kai never dies. That is true. That is the lesson. And I think, in that Bumble Tea tuna, there's a hint for the end of um the series, right? The series will not end with Cobra Kai dying. You can't say Cobra Kai never dies and then have Cobra Kai die. So whatever happens, Cobra Kai will endure. So we'll see. Great video on your second channel. Thank you. We're at 19 subscribers. There's the link to, wait, is that? Oh, shoot. Hold on. That's not gonna, you need to, this one. I copied the wrong thing. That should be the link to the channel. Who wants to be subscriber number 20? And by the way, guys, when you watch this, it'd help if you remember to hit the like button on the video. I've gotten some dislikes. I got some dislikes right out of the gate. I don't know who they were. Well, when you have haters, I guess that happens. So T-Flex Champ is in the house. T-Flex Champ. Just keep going. Just keep going. Never get up. Never give up. That's what his mentor says, right? Can't wait to get more info on Kim Da-Eun. Yeah, I guess we got nothing at the moment. So no, shoot. Sorry. Can't. Oh well. In Prison Shadow subbed. You are the winner. Good job, man. Thank you for subbing. I just like, I'm gonna put out some shorts on this channel. In the next couple days. Just every thing you do pops up. Go ahead and watch it. Hit the like button. That's sort of stuff. Ultimately, is what helps it. It helps it. YouTube get it out there. So, I appreciate everything you guys do. So I just got to keep getting it out there. I'll put out some more videos. I'm working on some watch party stuff too. I haven't forgotten about that. So it's all good. Karate Cobra Kai's back. All the casting, filming, and location has to be ready for season 6. Absolutely. And you're less than a year away. Presumably. Yes. So absolutely. We're getting pumped. Do you agree Kim and Kreese will team up to the Sakai Takai? I don't see Kreese being directly involved. He is technically on the lam, as they say, on the lam. So Um, I don't see Kreese as, being technically involved, but, we'll see. We'll see. Definitely Sensei Kim, there was a bond there or something. She reminds you of Sifu. I don't know who Sifu is. What's up, watch party? We're just talking about it. First live. Thank you for getting in, Bobby. Welcome here. Always fun. Thank you for that agreement. Kim Da-Eun is going to fight Julie Pierce in season 6. Yep. Well, that's what I said, right? I mean, I said that over a year ago originally, and I've only added to it. And eventually everyone else catches up to me. So we'll see. Most definitely Kim Da-Eun increase. Yeah, some fashion. Kim will hate Julie with a passion. Yeah, anyone that stands in her way, and I think Julie Pierce will stand in her way. 12 stars are definitely returning, 1 star not returning, and 1 new star coming on board for season 6. Um, I guess you mean the actors. Um, I don't know what specifically you heard, but it sounds like people are just sort of spitballing and coming up with stuff via speculation. T-Flex Champ, hey man. Uh, thank you for sharing the stuff with me on Instagram, man. What made you want to create a new channel? Okay, that's a fair question. Um, so I will tell you, Watch Party. Um, like it wasn't created to be a Cobra Kai only channel, although that's where most of the energy is, and if you watch, I've we covered other stuff. I made some videos on Ahsoka, House of the Dragon, even Last of Us last year, um, of varying degrees of success. Obliterated. Um, and one thing I always did want to do with Watch Party is I did want to include videos, um, or like I wanted to use talking about the shows and stuff as a way to um, drop life lessons, which I have done. Specifically, I talked about it like Dimitri's dating do's and don'ts. I used Dimitri. That was kind of the big one. A lot of people liked that one. And some other stuff. Occasionally, recognizing things. I was always trying to drop it into the videos, but they do well, and I always thought there was like more to do if it's not directly tied to the movies, or you just use that as a starting point. And so there was like more to talk about and to cover and sort of share and teach, I think. And I want to, so trying to just expand in another direction. So we got this first video on, these are just some dating tips. First date for a first date. I think they're pretty good. And we'll have some other stuff. I'm gonna I got some other ideas. We'll cover stuff. Uh the social sexual hierarchy that, are we there? The hierarchy and more dating, it's just life stuff, thinking, understanding, the inability to think things through and stuff is partially why my theories are so good. So there's a lot of other stuff to cover, that doesn't quite go in the same analysis and theories that Watch Party covers. So, and I called it Learn Party just as I was trying to stay on brand essentially. So we'll see how it goes. I already see how they can bridge 2 movies together. Simple since they learned Miyagi-Do in China. Meet the actual source. Well, the source, it was 500 years ago or whatever. Jackie Chan's character you're talking about, the movie. Not directly. And like, so like the idea that like Miyagi-Do started in China as like kung fu, but I think Shrimpo Sensei like modified it somewhat as it became Okinawa karate. Okay, here's an interesting question. How do you think season 6 will be structured story-wise? A 3 act structure or just a season-long tournament arc? Um, hmm. This is an interesting. You remember I've been pushing 15 episodes. So I do think there could be some sort of 3 act structure, but I don't think I feel like it'll be more like almost like midpoint, like, we normally have like a mid-season climax, episode 5 or something. We'll still have something like that. And then the back half of the season pushes, and then it'll feel like a big finish, but then like, oh my God, there's 5 more episodes. So I mean, I guess that's 3 act structure as you're saying. But like it's more like think of it instead of like a 3 act structure, as like 3 1 acts, like where each one gets bigger, if that makes sense. Like each act is like building and getting bigger. So it's not like a full 3 act structure the way we normally do in like drama or something. Yeah, I would like to see some Okinawa in training. That makes sense to me too. Anna Kendrick played a fictional character in a movie where Hilary Swank's name was uh, mentioned. Well, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of you don't want the house of cards to collapse. Okay, you coach and sell. Yeah, T Flex Champ, man. If you're looking to get in shape, man, he's got some muscle. He'll help you get yours. Um, yeah, it seems like they're just putting out their casting calls. I don't know. I actually haven't followed it too closely this time. Kim will be an Auntie Sam. A darker version. Yeah, that could be. The new karate, I don't know, man. I guess at some point when they're in production, maybe March or April. March or April. Kreese is not going to. No, I think he would. He has every like reason to seek her out or whatever. Although like getting to the tournament and stuff is a little bit less likely. But maybe he helps her. I don't know. We'll see. You know, ignore the new. They will. They have what they have in mind. Um, you know, this movie's always existed kind of outside of out of them. If that makes any sense. How do you think Hector will return? Well, as I've always said, the way I see it is like Hector, they win the Sakai Taikai, and Hector sees Miguel, and then maybe even sees Miguel with his mom, Carmen, and Hector figures it out because Hector, keeps track of the martial arts and karate world. So that's basically the way I see it. A modern day version of what Shrimpo Sensei did. Um, I guess that could. yeah, well, makes sense anyway. I mean, I guess some people do that, right? So that's not like wild or unheard of. Great topic. Yeah. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yes. Will Chosen be a regular character or will he be back to Okinawa? Um, I think he'll be mostly regular, at least for part of the season. Um, how will the fight scenes be structured is what she's asking. I'm I'm really not sure. It seems like how would the fight scenes be structured? Um, gonna be something like, you know, our heroes have to lose some fights because we got to make sure our bad guys are bad and scary. So that means they got to lose. So, it'll be like a one-sided with them getting their butts kicked. They didn't realize how good you could be at karate. Could the big fight be the reason Julie's introduced? I suppose. Keep in mind what we know now. Um, they shot episode 1, had these big fights in it. We know from Billy, and then they rewrote so much of it they basically were starting over. Um, so it's like, yeah, it could be something about Julie, but like probably not, or not or at least not directly anyway. We'll see. Kim asking, oh, for sure. Yeah. That was the first thing she thought of when she got off the plane. Story suffer PD. No, no. A, they've already done that storyline, and B, I don't think that's quite something Tori would go through in that situation. If anyone does uses that move, it's probably got to be Anthony. It's not one of the kids that Anthony found. It's like no, I think it would be Anthony. We'll see what's in line for him. Oh, what's Steve Flex champ? I'm not sure what you were referring to. Oh, you mean Kreese and Kim? Well, I definitely think they'll be together. So we'll see how that goes. Um, you know, um, so yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Um, yeah, Hector wasn't really thinking straight. People put too much emphasis on Hector going through Miguel's phone. He wasn't really paying attention. He was just looking to see if Miguel was FBI, right? Huge fight in prison. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if that happens. We'll see. A teaser in May. I know what you mean. We could get something as early as I'd probably say more likely June or July, right around the end of the production, but we'll see how it goes. Um, I was never big on the silver is dying theory, although I guess it's like it's something sitting there that they could go with if they wanted. Um, it just always seemed a little bit more just, common talk of an old man, talking like, well, we got to worry about our legacy, like that's not like something you've never heard of, like, so, that's a very common thing for someone his age. So Story in South Korea. Probably not too much though, because most of the characters are from, in the valley. So they're not going to spend a lot of time away from the main characters. He was donating for future generations. Yeah. New geese, a new name. Yeah. I have no clue what the name would be, man. You know, maybe everyone goes Miyagi Fang is what the fans have always called it. But Daniel didn't really like that. They said that in season 4, but for today only. So I don't know. Um I mean, yeah, yeah, Melissa, that's essentially what I said. They need a female sensei. That's what I said in my video literally over a year ago now. I mean, I don't think it's like as official as you're writing it. That the officials inform Daniel, like, no, it's just like, you read through the requirements of the tournament, and it's like, yeah, there's got to be a female sensei. Like, you're just so they need something. Yeah, so I first said that literally over a year ago now. How long do you think Chosen will be out of commission? Chosen heals fast. He's tough, so not very long. Half an episode at most. Get a silver crease Barnes versus silver. I mean, there's so many fight combinations we want to see. I don't know how many we'll actually get. Um, people have been pushing for the silver crease. I get it. Barnes versus silver would be a lot of fun. There's so many different combinations. So, hopefully we get one or two good ones. I don't know which ones we'll like. T-Flex Champ doesn't like silver. Silver did a number on his man Chosen. So I can see that. I can see that. Damn, damn silver. Best guess on his fate. Um, he comes back with his, head between his legs or tail between his legs, whatever the expression is, tail between his legs. He comes back. Daniel's accepting. It would be a good way to introduce. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, um, but they can't take a whole lot of time and overly dwell on it, right? Like, it's just got to be like something new. Like you can't be away from your main characters for very long. Do you think Silver will first? I think so. I think this will come up in all of this somewhere. Well, this probably comes up in the first episode. Give your man Hawk. Yeah, I would agree. I want to see more screen time for Hawk too. Hawk is my man as well. So that's what we need, man. What country would have the toughest competitors in the Sakai Taikai? Um, Probably Sensei Kim's South Korea. Um, I don't know. Throw in like Germany or something. I don't know. Just like as like another country that'll be tough to fight. They need to make the rivalry between Kim students and our guys personal before the tournament. How do you think they'll handle this? Okay, so you're this is a very good point. Well, I'm not sure how to say your first name, Paulo. Um, but um, wait, anyway, um, how do they do need to make it personal. You're right. That's very good storytelling. Um, because if they just fight and there's no stakes, there's no emotion behind it, it's like it could be cool action, but it just doesn't quite carry you. Um, so that's why, and earlier Melissa talked about fights beforehand. We got to get some of these fights with these up and coming students or whatever from the other dojo against our main characters. They got to lose. Our main characters got to lose. Um, and maybe some other stakes, like college scholarships and stuff like that. They were talking about, be insta famous. Maybe we can make some money. So maybe some of them need that money so they get accepted to where did Miguel want to go? Was it Stanford or something? Kind of expensive. If he wins the tournament, maybe he gets a marketing deal. He can afford his college of choice. So now we have like personal stakes. So there's like a personal grudge against the opponent, and there's like life stakes involved too. That's an example. Master Kim's arc being as poor as the storyline. Well, no, because definitely Master Kim is like a main thing, and the Mexico storyline ultimately was like almost like a side quest. Is how it came off in season 5. I'm hoping for more resolution. Like if it's just served as like a setup, I think it makes sense. It works. If it's just only ever this side quest, um, that's a bit more questionable. Then it's not as good. But if it was just a setup for something bigger later, hey, that can work. Melissa asks about um, basically Cobra Kai strikes first. Um, in a fashion, but honestly, I just don't know how this plays out. It may involve Crease somehow. Crease is there, Crease is around, Crease is doing his Crease thing. Like, so maybe that's it. Um, rather than just the students. So we'll see how that goes. You want the bad guys? I'm with you. Silver needs to kick butt and win. Just finish the series, season 5, episode 5. That's it. Series finale. If you listen to the podcast, Cobra Kai Companion, um, we had Kirk with us. Huge Terry Silver fan, and I was like, okay, that's the series finale. We're done. Terry Silver won. That's it. Your boy chosen. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Terry Silver, man, did a number on him. Was not good, man. Um, Miyagi Fang goes so hard. Yeah. What would happen if Chosen ended Silver? What would he say to? Yeah, I broke in his home and beat him up. Yeah, something. He insulted the honor of Miyagi Do. I don't know if the cops would believe it, would buy it, but we understand. We understand. You don't insult and attack Miyagi Do. So we, the audience, understand. Cheap shot, Silver. That wasn't a win. Yeah, I agree. Um, I agree. I said so in my video. I really did. In my video, it was a shame. Uh, mm, how many different apparently I don't think the Sakai Taikai has restrictions on style, so we will probably see them all. And there's actually a line from the committee, the board, when they're like touring Miyagi Fang, you're combining of the styles. It's very interesting, or what it was something along that line, um, like that. So expect to see a lot of different. Do you think Colonel Dugan was one of the soldiers from season 3? That's a good question. I think Ken Cole put out a video claiming that. Um, I don't know. Um, I don't think so, or at least let me put it this way: when they shot season 3, I don't think they intended it, because if they did, they would have dropped something in about it. Dugan, they would have referenced him or put something in. Um, that's like playing fair with the audience. That's what it means to play fair. So if they wanted to like reveal in season 6 that Dugan was in that cage with them, Dugan was part of that. If they wanted to reveal that in season 6, um, they got to play fair and they got to hint it or show it. They didn't really hint it or show it. It's always possible he was with Kreese at a later time, just not in the cage. Because the implication is after they got out of that, they continued, in Vietnam as a special forces team. So, they continued. So it's always possible, but I don't think he was there in that unit with them. More silver fights. I would agree. Thomas Ian Griffith is great. Strike fear in their hearts. Physically hurt them, but strike fear. Yeah, basically something like that. Need that mid-season battle, right? Um, I mean, Johnny's wedding is a great reason for them all to come in, right? So yeah. Well, I don't know about specifically scholarships. Like, I'm just talking about remember like Mitch and stuff, they got, advertising deals, they shot a commercial and stuff. It doesn't have to be scholarship. It could be like real freaking money, from endorsements and such like that. Um, Shooting commercials. So, but yeah, but ultimately what you're saying about like inner dojo tournament or something, some sort of inner competition to decide who the team captains, that could happen. Um, Discussed in my captain's video, I think. Johnny getting center focused. Julie versus Kim Da-Eun. Okay. Oh, Cobra Kai World is here. Did you check out the new channel, Cobra Kai World? Make sure you check out Learn Party. Um, Good stuff. Hmm. Sorry. Hmm. Where are we at? Robbie carrying Miyagi down the end with a Daniel photo besides Miyagi in the dojo. Um, um, well, like I don't think we're gonna put Daniel next to Mr. Miyagi in the photo there. Like it seems like something when he's gone, and Daniel's not going to be gone at the end. Daniel will still be there. So no, I don't think they're going to quite go that far. Although Robbie and Sam, one of them or some combination taking over the dojo and carrying it on forward, that I do think is possible. The photo maybe not quite as much. Um, Do you think they could find out that Kreese failed to save Captain Turner? No, no. This is whatever that is long done. They were captured in a literal war, so um, there's nothing that's going to change there. Teaser in July and August. Yeah. I feel like we may get something that was like on par with what where they just did that Terry Silver tease with him just standing there. That was something they shot just for the promo. They edited over the Karate Kid 3 lines. Some people, I was the one that said they did that. Other people said it was wrong. They were wrong. I was right. Of course, it had nothing from that promo, that season 4 promo was actually in the show. It was just a promo. So cover cast members coming into your dreams. First off, I thought you said streams, and I was going to be like, yeah, a couple, Owen Morgans popped in the past, but then you're like dreams, and I'm like, well, which cast members are in your dreams? Because that could say something, but no, I have never personally dreamed of cast members. We'll see what everyone else says. Um, Travel the world training, no. They don't. Why do they have a dojo right there at Miyagi-Do? They don't need to travel the world to train. It'll probably be some sort of on screen. I don't know how big it'll be, but we'll see. I think he's a little bit ostracized, but he comes back. Like I said, his tail between his legs. And they'll just take him back. Kim Da-Eun won't have redemption in the end. You may be right on that. I could see that. We're the number one in the valley. Um, Yeah, although they already know the Sakai Taikai's there, so it's more like Rocky 4 at this point. It's the bigger tournament, the bigger world tournament now. So Reina wants to know what other characters could marry. I just gotta say, the girls are always on the relationships, who's marrying who's dating who. It's girls. It never doesn't change. So I can confirm your girlfriend is a girl, Robert. But who else could marry? Um, Straight up get married. Well, I predicted a Allie and Mike Barnes relationship. Like I don't married, I don't know. Um, who else? Julie Pierce is probably already married. Um, if there's like a flash forward several years, maybe you get like Miguel and Sam, or they're engaged or something. If they jump ahead 5 years, I don't think they would. I don't think they're going to do that, but I'll just throw it out there as like that's probably the next most likely. Um, Even Tori and Robbie, actually, to be honest. Um, Hawk and Moon, but that's off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean they got to move the epic fights around. Robbie at the dojo was a pretty good fight though. I don't think I think that's a bit too much. Kreese didn't really make Ken Sensei Kim who she is. You know, Sensei Kim is from her family. They made her who she is. Kreese and Terry Silver only ever visited, a couple of times. They were visitors. He didn't make Ken Sensei Kim. That's I disagree with that. Don't even call him Mitch. Yeah. I still prefer Ass Face, to be honest with you. That was his initial nickname. Perfect ended. Yeah, I get asked this. I mean, I get it. Honestly, I just don't know. I think something with Daniel and Johnny and maybe a reflection on Mr. Miyagi. The first movie ended with like Mr. Miyagi smiling at Daniel. Um, Maybe if we can recreate that somehow, I guess. Miguel not going to college. Um, well, if they skip school, I think it's because they got their own karate dojo. They take over the karate dojo. So that's what I would say. Um, yes, also babysitting too, but yeah, I mean Robbie's there, Miguel and Carmen are there. Keep in mind Rosa's there, his grandma. So um, I agree. Kim students probably are powerful. Matt Moore is here. Thank you for watching and subscribing to Learn Party, Matt. Big tournament death or severe injury in a way that mirrors Apollo. Um, I don't know if we'll get a death, but we'll definitely get a big fight on that level. So yeah, something like that. Definitely like a fight. Um, every character looks better and better. There you go. There you go. Oh, Chosen and Tamiko, who we really mean Kumiko. Yeah, Chosen and Kumiko is the better choice. Actually forgot about them. You're right. How would Daniel do in a fight against? He would hold his own, just like Johnny. No, Sam and Miguel are not getting married in the movie. All the students fighting with weapons. Weapons may come up, but it's not going to be exclusively like that. Um, so partially, maybe yes, but only partially. The whole Mitch, yeah, it was kind of just a way to explain Cobra Kai getting to the dojo. I mean, you can look at it all like a plot device if you want, but it's not entirely unheard of. Is Daniel's fault Mike lost his business? Yeah. The series needs to conclude in the new Karate Kid movie. Interesting statement, Gerald. Thank you for the super chat. I'm curious why you feel like you even use the word needs, like it needs to conclude. This series was chugging along just fine before that movie ever existed. And John, Josh, and Hayden always had an ending in mind before that movie existed. So I feel like they have their ending in mind, that they've always had, right? So Um, I feel like the movie exists outside of whatever they had planned. Can't wait to say you're not alone, dude. You're not alone. uh, will Stingray go to jail for lying to the police? Um, well, I know. I do think he could argue he was under duress or whatever. Not quite a free will or whatever, but I do think also it is questionable how um tough it hits Terry Silver. This is why Terry Silver can get out of it because yeah, it's not so tough. They've been hinting at it for a while. Yeah, for sure. Kim's dojing. Um, it could be. I'm honestly not even sure. Like I tend to be more skeptical of this stuff because I feel like it almost could just be something like he's wearing while training or something. Like it's not like he's not like straight up in costume, but it could be. Um, but if not that, you're right, Kim's dojing. I would say that makes sense too. Dojo's changing hands. Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that could happen at the end. I don't think it's like you're the very end of the last episode, but like it's as in that kind of wrap up phase where we're wrapping stuff up. Yeah. Silver and Crease have chance of reconciling. Um, I don't see it at the moment. We'll see. It was a pretty big betrayal. It was a pretty big betrayal, Matt. So we'll see. Um, I'm not even sure what the Cobra Kai fandom is. Sid is still alive. Um, Probably not anything for the show. A courtroom fight with. Yeah, that's like the little spin-off, the one-shot spin-off of the court battle. Redemption for Rembrandt, the Renaissance painter? Who do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Well, it depends on how you want to define canon at this point. When and do you think the Miyagi-Do technique will happen later on during the tournament? Do you think Anthony will use the technique because they kind of hinted? I do think Anthony uses the technique. I don't think it's at the tournament, but it's probably somewhere near the end of the show. But I do think it'll happen. You can't hint at it and not pull it off. So I hope that helps, Mister Chosen. That's T Flex Champs guy. Man is karate adjacent. Cheyenne. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, not gonna happen. That frat house fight scene. Well, we could if that happens. If Miyagi Fang wins the Sakai Takai, Daniel and Johnny will then open worldwide, or at least national, with Johnny being the main overseeing of the opening of them. Um, yeah, yeah, maybe Johnny and Daniel do what Sensei Kim wants to do, but they're actually the ones that pull it off. Could be. I don't think he'll die a tragic villain. Um, but I think he'll be a villain, die or not. So that's that, I think. Robbie back at school. No. He can't get back in. but maybe he finishes his GED or something. A Kenny Anthony fight? How soon? Hopefully nothing major, but they may fight in training or something. No, I don't think there's going to be any more All Valleys. We're past that now. So, oh, he stole the. That's right. Yeah. Um, I like how anything. Will we see this? And will there be a fight at it? A fight at the wedding, a fight at graduation, a fight at the fraternity or whatever. Um, I think we're more likely to get the wedding than graduation. Graduation would probably be alluded to or something, or you see them after the graduation or something, or montage, maybe like a montage or something. I don't think graduation would be big if they do that. Show timeline wise, it's in 2020 as well. Robbie takes over LaRusso Autos. It's possible. He's the only one without a real future. I mean, I would say they have real futures, but but I get what you're saying, and he was already excelled at LaRusso Auto, so maybe, yeah. He's exceeded at that. Tori needs a legit win. She sure does. Who will he fight at the end? Who does Miguel fight at the end? The Sakai Taikai. Obviously, I don't know. Whoever the big bad on Kim's Cobra Kai is. Yeah, I think Amanda's on board at this point. She watched Daniel beat Terry Silver, so that's it. Hector showing up at the wedding, I think that's a fun scene, and fun is in potentially scary. Um, on par with season 4, I wouldn't say on par, but they may at least acknowledge the plot line from before, if that makes sense. So yeah, they may have a scene together somehow. No, they never said when the Sakai Taikai is. We don't know. How fast would Tori's hand heal? It heals at the speed of plot, if you recall. Do you remember Robbie, how he healed in season 2, episode 1? He's just doing some work and then he takes off his brace or whatever it was, sling, and he was healed. Tori beats Sam and his team female captain. There you go. Karate Cobra says it. Daniel's not the only character who calls Sam Samantha. That's true. Aisha did call her Samantha. Johnny calls her that LaRusso girl. Daniel LaRusso's daughter. That was always my favorite. Daniel LaRusso's daughter. That's all she is to him. That's LaRusso's kid. He says that at the end of season 2. That's LaRusso's kid. He won't play a big role. I hope he plays some role, but he may not be in the thing. A fight at Johnny's wedding is on brand. That I agree. Yeah. I mean, it was a little bit hard. You thought she was on board or understood, but but they always need that. You need sort of tension and plot, and that's what it gets you. Robbie will inherit tons of money. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Tyrell. I didn't specify that, but if you go back to my theory on the whole thing, I was specifying some sort of like continuous fight where you just have a list of people and they fight until they get out, and then you go down the list, and then the next person's in, and maybe you get 10 fighters on each side, and whoever side gets through all the others of first wins. Um, a double wedding, Anush and Vanessa. Ooh, I don't think they're gonna move that fast though. I don't think Anush is moving that fast. Aisha cameo? I would hope so. Maybe we can find a way to squeeze her in some sort of moment. Come on, Omar. Would that really be the best moment out of everything that could happen in season 6? Johnny meeting Lyle's kids is the best moment. I disagree. I don't think that would be the best moment of season 6. Do you still think the mega fight will happen? I would assume so. And I would assume they probably wouldn't reshoot the mega fight. Maybe they write it in a way, unless they felt like they could do better. But otherwise, I'm guessing not. Lyle's kids joining. Actually, that would be funny. Yeah. I agree with you on that one. um Rovana's here. Big Ahsoka fan. Robbie doesn't have that computer no more. That computer's gone, man. Nothing Robbie can do about that. Call her that LaRusso girl. Johnny just calls Sam LaRusso. Same as Tori. Yeah. Stingray and Homeless Lynn. I don't see it. I don't see it. Although maybe Stingray gets something going for him. He's not allowed to be around kids. He's allowed to be around kids now. Team tournament, more like best of 7, where you have a girls match, boys match, and a boys 2-on-2 and a girls 2-on-2. Well, that could be interesting. Uh, I mean, it's not impossible. So after season 4, Johnny liked, respected Sam. She was arguably his best student. Yeah, unfortunately, the whole storyline kind of got cut in half. I really feel like Devin's storyline is more like the second half of Sam's story. It's kind of the problem with 4 in that regard. The back half of 4 especially, because like it's like they have this bond, but they only have like 2 scenes together. It's not a whole lot. Stingray, it would be funny, but we already got that a little bit, so we don't need it again. The best finale, season 5. Um, especially because it obviously does feel like a series finale. So it'll probably drop off after 6, but where we are now, I think it's the top. The Judy, yeah. Judy, there's always the possibility that was Daniel's old girlfriend too, so we'll see. We've been going about just over an hour now, about an hour. It's the yep, an hour. Companion Network. By the way, guys, you're into Obliterated. There's so many interviews. He even dropped another one. I was like last night, I just saw on YouTube like another interview dropped with Lori, the writer. A lot of great interviews on Obliterated Companion. He's got almost the entire cast, the main cast, and some of the side characters. And as well as Cobra Kai. We dropped a podcast a couple of weeks ago that somehow actually never got tweeted out, but it's there. It's there. So we put our hottest moments. And so, but yeah, guys, be sure to check out the podcasts. Obliterated Companion is still going strong, and Cobra Kai Companion is still there too. Thank you for coming in, Peter. And for promoting Learn Party. I didn't actually send you. I realized I forgot to send you the video. I sent it to like Drew and a few other people just to see it, get some early reactions to it. But thank you for tweeting that out. Johnny and Daniel be having problems with Kim Da-Eun, so calls in backup Julie Pierce. Yeah, that's a good explanation. That could be it, even. I don't think we'll get a Chosen versus Silver rematch, even though we would want one. I don't think they're going to redo what they did in season 5. Will Brooks join Cobra Kai? Probably not. The last time Brooks tried to join Cobra Kai, it didn't really go well for him. So he's probably not going to do that again. Yeah, I've never really watched Dragon Ball, so I can't really say. I'm sure you're right, though. I'm sure you're right. Hector Salazar joining Sakai Takai just because he wants back at Johnny. Karate versus MMA. Karate versus ninjas. Yeah. It's over 9,000. Yep. Thank you for coming in, Robert. And thank you for being a channel member. Another main cat. I'm trying to think who you haven't gotten at this point. I'm making my way through them. Even I haven't got. I did listen to Lori's today. So I skipped. I'm on Terrence now. I finished Nick last week. So I'm on Terrence now. I'm like halfway through Terrence. I did Zach and Leo's. Listen to them. So great. Oh, maybe it's one of the Russians. You haven't had any of them yet. Ooh, we'll see. Season 4 was all over the place for me. First half was good, almost perfect. I agree. I think the first half of season 4 was as strong as anything this show's ever done. But the back half was weird. I agree as well. This is exactly how I've always said it. First half season 4 was really good. Great moments mixed with mid ones. Yeah. I think what happened in the back half of season 4 is like they have this amazing first half, and then they got to get to the end, right? So they want Cobra Kai to win the tournament via some cheating method, and they want a big tournament with girls. So they have to ultimately start putting the pieces in place to get to the ending they want. And it feels a little bit forced, which is kind of unfortunate. And that seems to be what's going on with season 4. It's like they're just putting the pieces in place to get to the end they want. And it doesn't flow as smoothly. Episode 9 is probably the weakest episode 9. We were just talking about this with the channel members the other day. I think it was Robert. He doesn't like episode 10, but when you say, why don't you like episode 10? He says he brings up things from episode 9, like the Carrie Underwood The beginning of the tournament did not sing very well. The opening rounds. Um, I actually think the introduction's really, really good. The very beginning of 9, where when he's introducing the dojos, but then it's kind of weak. But yeah, I do think episode 8 is good. Some people don't like 8. I find it's the younger people don't like 8 as much. Um, well, I did no time to get into it, but yeah, but I think 8 is pretty good. I like 8. The prom and all that. Yeah, I think Brooks gets a redemption and some sort of resolution with Hawk after the beat up. Yeah, for sure. Break the jumbotron. Oh, that's a great theory, Matt. Damn, that would be so great. That what TV does he break? He breaks like the giant jumbotron. Oh, Gomez and Haggerty left. Yeah, and some of the Russians. You haven't had the Russians, right? So, I don't even remember who you've had it not at this point. But yeah, Gomez and Haggerty. Coors Banquet and TV. Yeah, sweep the leg, Johnny. I know. Cheating plot line was a bad idea. Yeah, I don't think it was needed. Apparently, John Josh and Hayden were committed to it from the beginning. They've said they went into season 4 with that in mind. Cobra Kai wins via some sort of cheating from Silver. Um, I don't know. Like sometimes like good drama is the stuff that doesn't quite sit easy with you. If Tori had just won easy, clean, it would be like, eh. Um, But, maybe I'll make a video one day about how I think the tournament should have gone. Um, this I don't say this very often, but I think my initial theory on it before season 4 was actually better than what they did. And that's not something I say lightly, but I think they could have gotten the story they wanted. Cobra Kai winning, the whole stuff with Robbie. I think they could have gotten that story um in a different way. The same result in a different way that would be a lot more exciting for the fans. Maybe I'll make that video. Um, Season 69 theories. I don't know. Episode 8 mixed bag. Yeah. Done another episode. Yeah. If you listen to the podcast, I went through exactly how I think season 5 could have had at least 3 episodes in Mexico. I mean, you just sort of move stuff around a little bit, but I think it could have worked. Um, Season 6 started. They are shooting now. A freeze frame ending of John Avildsen. Um, yeah, that could be. That could be. I do think they're going to reach back to Avildsen in the films for somehow the series ends. It kind of grew on you. Yeah, I don't even mind Carrie Underwood. I just don't like the look of the tournament. I think the location was really bad. It looks just so small and claustrophobic. No, we have no information about the Sakai guy. T Flex champ, man. That's why he's the champ. He likes them all. You the champ, man. Or Cobra Kai wins due to the split. Um, it made the split feel pointless. Yeah, and it was like tactically a mistake because of the scoring system. Is kind of weird. Um, that's just like another problem with that. That's like it's like the logic problem of the whole thing. Miyagi Do's were a-holes, maybe. Yeah, they weren't so great beforehand. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – We're probably done with sudden death overtime, but man, I don't know what the Sakai Takai has, so we'll have to see, man. Did you think it was gone as far? No, no. If I knew, I would be doing a live stream talking about Cobra Kai when I first watched this. God. My personal predictions for Cobra Kai season 1. I basically think Johnny Lawrence has been kind of just living a half life. Not good at his job, probably has an estranged son, um, and then gets fired. He's down and out, but he comes across a kid who's getting bullied, and he helps him and actually even beats up his bullies. This makes the kid want to kind of like learn karate. Can I learn that? And through a chance encounter with his old high school nemesis, Daniel LaRusso, he realizes the best time of his life was when he was in Cobra Kai. And so why not just bring that back? So he restarts the dojo and trains this kid. And next thing you know it, they're out and winning the All Valley, which attracts the attention of his former sensei, Sensei Kreese. Um, yeah, Tori will get some win that she deserves for sure. Tori and Kibbs, I don't even know, man. Nothing pleasant. Comedy like DLCS. I don't know if it's favoritism. It's just how they viewed Cobra Kai and Terry Silver, maybe specifically. It's got no leg. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I can never hack it as a writer. I just don't got it, man. Too much for a short arc. Yes, and that this is what I've been saying about season 5 from the beginning. Um like it was such a build up. If you go back before it, people ask how long will the Mexico story arc said. I said maybe 5 episodes. Like it seemed so big, like there was so much you could cover here. And then it's wrapped up in 2 and rather quickly at that. Um it's just it's not enough of a payoff. And if they don't bring Hector back, it will be a sour pot spot on the series because you can never go back and change it. Then it is what it is. Um, it works as of now because it's left open for more. Like basically, it only works now because it's open for more. But if that's it, then it'll just feel like a really like quick in and out. We had to end the Mexico storyline so Miguel could come back and Sam could break up with him in episode 3. Um, like that can't be good. Like that, if that's how it is, then that'll be one of the weak spots of the story. Missed opportunities. Predictions for season 4, man. That tournament, I don't know who's gonna win that thing. Um, I think Robbie's gonna take it. Some people feel that. Ret kill. I talked about that. I need a better word. I tried to come up with something. Ret kill. It's sort of like retcon, but like we're like it basically retneg. No. Where like it retroactively kills the specialty. Ret ruin. Because you aren't changing the continuity, but you're retroactively changing like the importance of it. That's how I feel like about Miguel leaving the tournament, or more specifically, all Miguel's recovery in season 3, like was so impactful, and then he quits the tournament. Okay, so he quits the tournament to find his father, and then that just is like a quick in and out. Like it was so almost a letdown. Um, so all those special things from season 3, season 4 seem less impactful. And in your case, we can include Allie there. Um, you know, so it's like on rewatch when you know what's coming, it just feels like a little bit less of a meaningful moment. Mike Barnes used Quicksilver. Barnes had his own style. If Johnny's passing on the challenger, um, I would still say to Miguel, but I think Johnny has the challenger. I think Johnny drives the Cobra Kai car and Daniel drives his Ford. Um, you're the best. Yeah, that could be. Best episode of season one is episode 5, Counterbalance. I called it the best episode of the show for quite a while, at least through the first 3 seasons. Um, yeah, episode 5, Counterbalance is really good. Yeah, exactly. Sam's breakup with Miguel was very forced and just a little bit not so good. Like it didn't you didn't need that. It just feels like false tension, false suspense, false drama. Um no, I don't think Hector's going after Sam. If anyone, he's gonna go after Johnny, Miguel, or Carmen. But I think Johnny's more likely. Kyler make I don't even know what scene you're talking about. Kyler making out? This one? I don't even know which one it is. So I guess yes. I don't even know. Um Kenny needs to give Hawk a new floaty or maybe fix the one Hawk had. Hmm. Episode 1 was good. Yeah, I mean, you are right, Matt. I mean, definitely episode 1 hooked us all. I mean, absolutely. I mean, there's no argument here. No, I think the challenger stays as it is. It is officially the Cobra Kai mobile. Like that's what that is, man. So, ooh, no, the official Cobra Kai mobile. um, yeah. I mean, yeah, I made a series on that of videos. There's 4 videos. I think there's like 4 week episodes. I mean, some people disagree with my choices. But basically I put like the middle of the middles. Basically episodes 3 and 4 and then episodes 7 and 8 I think are like the weak spots. Um, some people disagree, but I understand. But like Bad Eggs is the only episode like I almost feel like considering skipping. like if I rewatch, like it's like or fast forwarding through, like that's it for somebody that just doesn't work for me. Who will be training Anthony? Well, Daniel mostly, I think, but maybe Sam some and Robbie too. Yeah. You like Bad Eggs, go for it, man. Um, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, but man, I think like that is it's just there's not much plot and story in that episode. It's actually very paper thin. And I think like it's my favorite team. Joe and Luan wrote that, who I think are maybe the best writers on the staff. But like I feel like they almost picked that one up to try and save it. Like, what can we do with this? And they did everything they could with it. There's some good creativity in the eggs and all that, but like they did what they could with it, and it's just a weak story. So like, sometimes as writers on a television show, you're right, you got to write the story you're assigned. In like that story was just kind of like the weakest one, or they're just the least there, and so you just do what you can. Well, that's kind of true. Yeah, you're right. I hope to. Yeah, I hope to do a live stream. We'll see. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think Moon and Yasmin are doing any fighting. Kyler's kissing a Miyagi-Do student. Oh, it must have been. Um, I'm not sure which one that is, but I mean, I believe you. Uh, like, I mean, but like Kyler was like he was like picking on Anthony and stuff. So I don't remember what specifically it is. Um, Curious if I have it. My stream pics. Let me look here. I have like all the pics saved. Wait, this is where they're fighting. Is it the one where they're fighting? Oh my god. Okay, I just pulled it up because he's pushing the one kid, but wow, I never even noticed that. I'm like looking at it now for the first time, like or like seeing this what you're saying. Like I never even noticed that because it's like when they're pushing each other. No, definitely not intentional. I didn't even realize it. Um, Sam versus Lights. Yee, but it doesn't make any sense. Like it's just like none of that makes any sense though. Like it's like this interesting idea and it's visually kind of cool, but like it is like visually kind of cool, but like what is she thinking? What is she figuring out? Like what is she fighting? We don't even know. Um Maybe. There was a line in there that got cut about the scars kind of healing, so it's not as bad. But I would like a New Year's release. I like the built up in December. It means a lot of work making videos and stuff at Christmas, but I'll do that. Yasmin and Moon to become. Oh my god. Um, Karate Caulfield has written fan fiction. There's fan fiction on that. I know that. Um, yeah, Miguel versus Robbie. If you go to the podcast Cobra Kai Companion, we did top 5 fights, and I think Peter and I both had the Miguel versus Robbie. It was actually our number twos, but like it's one of the best straight traditional fights in the show. We're hoping the end of 2024. Yeah, John said that's the plan, and Hayden kind of confirmed. It's the hope. You never know what'll happen, but that's the plan or hope as of now. What would happen to Sensei Odell's severed pinky? Well, the pinky is going to lose a ring. I'll tell you that much. Dark Sam is better. Mere Ray Palpatine. Yeah. Kyler get bullied by the Alpha Elite? Could be. He needs like Miguel to protect him. That could be cool. Um, well, thank you, everyone. Steph Sonny's here. I was going to say thank you, everyone who has tuned in to the Learn Party. It really helps. I'm thankful for it. Please subscribe, watch the videos, watch the whole thing. Like YouTube is really big on um audience engagement. Like do you watch the whole video? How much of a video do you watch? So so it helps for me if if you click over, you do watch the whole thing. Like stuff like that, like helps more than you realize. Um, so I appreciate everyone, who watches the whole thing, leaves a like. Some people have left down like dislikes. I got dislikes right out of the gate. Whatever. Um, but yeah, just support the new channel, and I'll got some stuff coming. I think I'm gonna make a short for this channel. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be out, and some more videos, and on both channels I'm gonna try and pump out as much as I can. What did you miss? Not much, man. I hope you got some good food though. Hector, was he bring Vicente? Maybe. One-sided reconciliation, yeah. Tell those young men more plates equal more dates. T Flex knows when, yeah, that's a good yeah, we'll get to that, man, for sure. More plates equals more dates. Yeah. You gotta max out your appearance. I think Hector knows how to fight. I don't know how formal it is, but yeah, I would say he knows how to fight. Touring Crease did have a bond. Yeah, they did. No, they're not kissing. So that's the channel again, for Learn Party. If you haven't gone there, if you haven't subscribed to it, if you haven't watched the video, check it out. There will be some shorts coming on that channel. I got a couple loaded up. We have one every day or so. Just little things. We'll see. I don't. We'll see how the shorts strategy works for that. But thank you everyone for going over there. I think we're gonna wrap up. Melissa asks, I think Tori will show regret. At this point, I'm feeling the regret for Tori, so we'll see. I think there'll be resolution to all that. They haven't had a resolution moment, and that's definitely there. So thank you everyone. We're gonna take off. The new channel's there. This channel's still hopping. Cobra Kai's coming along, guys. It's coming up almost on a month worth of shooting, so they're probably on episode 2 or so now. Cobra Kai never dies. No, it never does. All right, then everyone, take care. See you at the next watch party.